Hello and welcome everyone. This is Sabaa from Heavenly Handmaids for You, and I welcome you to my beautiful world of creativity. So today I got a very interesting, very demanding project, which is a 3D shadow box frame. It's been one of the best seller, and there are many techniques which I developed over the time, so I thought of sharing the tutorial with you all. I recently received order for one of my client, and at the same time I shooted that video. So without any delay, let's start the process. So this is the 12 by 12 inch shadow box frame, which is available in various window shapes and designs. So I usually prefer this. Now first of all, we need to cover the window. We need to prepare the base. So I have cut this cardstock to cover the side windows. So basically each window we need to cover from all the four walls and as well as the base part. Alright, so before covering it, I have cut all the cardstock as per the size. So before I start doing that, I will clean my shadow box frame because there is minute dust which lies on these MDF boxes. So I'm using this wet tissue, or you can also use baby wipe for that. So it will clean all the corners, and it will be then easy for you to work on the surface. I'm cleaning it from all around, from outside and from inside. Now once it is dry, I am using white acrylic paint, and it is like this I will use to hide the edges. Usually when we stick cardstock, so there are minute corners which lies and which is actually visible. So to give that detailings to your work, it is better and advisable to apply the acrylic paint or any white color. Maybe you can use chalk paint to the corners, so that when you stick your papers, at the extreme rim it will not visible the brown color of your bottom shadow box. Now I will start sticking all my cardstock. I prepare the side walls first, and then I paste it on the bottom. It is quite a long and a time-taking process, but trust me, the outcome comes out really amazing, and you are definitely gonna love it. So this is a bone folder which I am using so that it doesn't trap any air. Same way I will cover all my windows, and this is how it is looking now. I have also added this cardstock. Basically I have used the pattern paper. This is from Mintai Papers. So I have cut according to my window size, and I will stick it at the base. Now once it is ready, it is completely dry. These are some handmade flowers. So I have also shared a tutorial on it. I will share the link in description box. You can go and check there. These are some die cutouts. These are some pictures which I have printed out, and I pasted it on the mirror cardstock. Now when we add pictures on the window, if you directly add it, it will give that flat look. So as it is a window, so better and advisable to use your double-sided foam tape so that it gives the dimension to your project. So they are very small tips and tricks you use, and you can give that dimension to your project, and it will really look beautiful. And this is the way I have added my this lace die here on the top. So basically I have taken one strip of 1 inch of strip. I added one side to the lace and the other side on the top of the wall. Now I am using 2-3 layers of foam tape, and on top of that I will stick my element. So it is all about your creativity. You can decide which element you want where, and accordingly then you can start working on it. Do not directly stick on your project or any of the window. First plan it out and then you stick it. These are some tiny gift boxes which I have made, which is in miniature 3D shape. Now I will add, because it is the gift, birthday gift, so I will add it here at the corner. So first of all, I am preparing the top. I have added this miniature fillers, which is also a fabric flower. On one window I have decided to use this frame element, and I have stick the paper on the back side of it to give it the most sturdy finish, and then I have added the picture. Now this is also, see, I am adding it using a foam tape. So these are two layers which I am giving a foam tape, so that it will come out more, it will give more dimension to your frame. So there are many trials you need to do before sticking it or before finalizing it. So the same way I am doing it. This is one of my lace die which I am sticking here using double-sided tape, and this is to give that a background to my picture. And now on top of that I will add picture again using 2-3 layers of double-sided. Usually one 12 by 12 inches of frame can hold around 7 to 8 pictures properly, and I usually do that, and I use the miniature, those small windows for decorating. So that's the way I work, and I talk to my client, and accordingly if you feel that you can add more pictures, you can accordingly do and talk to your clients. Now this is the element which I wanted to make it in a stand position, so I have added a small strip, and then one side I have added on my element, I cut out extra, and the other side I have folded, and I will stick it on my window side wall, the bottom wall. I am adding some double-sided tape to give the support to the back side, and see, now it will stand properly. And that's the way I have added some quotes, some die cutouts, some elements. Now it's a time to add your miniatures. These are some water droplets. I am using B6000 for sticking all my miniatures. So first of all, again I will start cleaning my all miniatures using your the wet wipe. Usually miniatures, these are made up of the material which gets sticky over the time if you keep it if you put it in a box. So better, this is as per my experience, I usually clean it before putting it on my frame. So now I am deciding and planning that where I should put which miniature, and now I'll start sticking it. So I have used B6000. It is a gift for a girl, so I am trying to add all the makeup items for girl or related miniatures like bow, flowers. If you have a miniature purse or other blings, you can add those. Other sort of glittery charms, you can add those as well. So basically it is all about the theme, and accordingly then we add the elements and the miniatures to our frame. If you want to stick your miniatures in a standing position, it's gonna be a little time taking. So once you apply B6000 to your miniatures, just let it dry for around a minute and then you stick it. You need to make your frame in a standing position and then you have to stick your miniatures in a standing position, but you only start working when that will properly dry, or else it will slip here and there and then it will be difficult for you to take it out and it will also ruin your work. So making the miniatures in standing position is quite a time taking. Now I am adding all the water droplets and the tiny rhinestones to give the detailings to my frame. Now see here, these are tiny rhinestones which I am adding here. This is all to give the detailings. And that's way I will cover all my elements. Wherever I am finding that there is a space to add those, I will do that. Now these are some glitters which I am going to apply. So I usually use rainbow glitter for my flowers. And that's way I will cover all my flowers. Now here are some white cardstock strips which is measuring around 1/4 of an inch, and now I will start sticking it to the edges of my frame so that at the end it will give the proper finishing. And this is how my 3D frame is ready. I will let it dry completely, then I'll frame it. That's the way I do it as per the theme for my client. If you have any orders for this, you can definitely contact me. Details will be there in description box. For more creative works, you can subscribe to my channel and do not forget to like. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you. Bye bye.